Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba, thank you for joining me. Let's play some more EU4 as the Irish peoples, luck of the Irish. So what we're going to do next is we're going to improve relations with Brittany for a moment, because one of the other requirements, we ended the last video talking about loans, and one of the other requirements is that the AI will never accept a loan if they have less than -50 opinion of you. They also are very unlikely to accept a loan with us because they're rivals, but still, if I improve the opinion with them, and then they stop hating us, eventually we might be able to extort money from them, which is what I really want. We are losing a tiny bit of money, but we've got a stockpile. Meath is also being cored. When that finishes, we will be able to lower our army maintenance, and that will save us quite a bit of money. We're not paying for any mercenaries. Those heavies are very expensive. We have 8 of them. I believe, yes, Castile has 7, England has none. I don't even think England has England even rebuilt a navy at all? Let's just sort by country. England is still rocking no boats. None at all. And they're very mad at us. Looks like they've bought down their entire revolt, their war exhaustion, but either they have a bunch of loans, and we can actually check how many loans they have by going to score comparison, country, find England, and then we go to admin rank. We can see minus 0.18 for loans. Take that number, every 0.02 is one loan. So that's 9, they have 9 outstanding loans, which means that I believe their loan value was like 70 ducats. So they probably owe like 500-600 gold, which explains why they're not building a navy. It also means that in just 3 or 4 years, when our truce timer is gone, we will be able to fight them again. And they probably still won't have a navy. Now France, how long is your cooldown? France is going to go to war with England soon as well, possibly. Although they don't really have any cores to reconquest. So maybe not. England, or Brittany, can't we just be friends? Alright, so we've got England rivaled. Who else do we want to rival? Anyone else competing with us for trade here? There's Norway and Denmark are putting a lot of power here. We're not losing much money. I think we're doing okay. We're at our papal influence limit again. God, 135 points. There's just no way we can compete with these guys. We had a cardinal at one point. It was a short-lived experience. We could build a constable, increase our tax modifier. That does increase our income. I think that seems like a pretty reasonable thing to buy. We're not going to build any more heavies. Yep, we'll build just the 3 of them. What else does the constable lead to? The workshop, which is goods produced, which is good. More manpower, pretty much more everything. We are not at our land force limit, but I'm very hesitant to train up any more troops. But we really should, because we're capped out on manpower. So we will. Especially since we are finishing the coring there. Excellent timing. Okay, so that's cored. The revolt risk should go away. And we have an excellent minister. Amazing. Up to 3 stability, 25 more. This is a perfect event for us. That's amazing. Thank you so much, game. Unfortunately, there are Scottish noble rebels that we can't get to. So let's lower maintenance on the army now. Not very far, just a little bit. Let's see what happens with revolt risk here next month. Down to 0. Excellent. There goes nationalism. So we could lower it quite a bit more now. I think we will. There's no one that we're at threat of being at war with. England's the only person that really has any vested interest in us, and they have a truce. There goes our 30 points that we just spent. Awesome. We pick up the next level of admin tech, which also unlocks our next idea group. Let's see. It can't be diplomacy because diplomacy is really far behind now. We're going to have to do some diplotech and get up to level 9 so we can get the next level of ships. If we're going to have naval supremacy, we have to do it with the good ships. So the options are either a military idea or an admin idea. Admin, you know, we have a terrible amount of military skill, so I feel like admin is really going to be the best for us. Even though it kind of conflicts with getting new idea groups. This character's got 5, and our next character has 5. So I think we can probably afford it. So out of these ones, I don't know. I don't really find this one that fantastic. Core creation cost, don't care about that really either. I think we're going to do innovative. I'm kind of boring. I like the same idea groups almost every time. Innovative just lets you have really good advisors. It lets you have lower tech cost. Lets you keep your navy and army and prestige all very high. And then you've got that optimism, which is just fantastic because I'm always at war. And it gives you another leader. Everything about it's fantastic. I love it. So we're going to take it. And you can't stop me. Burgundy, what are you up to? You're at war with people and you didn't call me in? It's kind of strange. They are losing their war. Now, hypothetically, since Burgundy likes us, we could go talk to Austria and we could enforce peace. I've never really done that, but I'm kind of curious to see what that looks like. We cannot enforce a peace on a defender in a war. Oh, Burgundy attacked. Never mind. Interesting. Might explain why they didn't call us to arms. We just placated Denmark. Protect against England. We need 16 regiments to do that. Probably not going to happen. Getting the Papal State up to 100 is possible, maybe. If they're not still pissed off about me ignoring them. And we will take this next one. Blockade efficiency. We're going to go straight up all the way to 7 ideas before we start worrying about diplotech. Now we've got stability cost is reduced. Not that we need it since we're sitting at +3. And blockade efficiency plus 50%. I've never really known what blockade efficiency does. I've looked it up online. I've tried looking at the tooltips and it's not very clear. And there isn't like a stat somewhere in here that talks about how great your blockade efficiency is, or what does it do? Does it reduce their income more? Does it increase the amount of money you make? Does it increase war exhaustion? Who knows? It doesn't. It's an unknown factor. That's really unfortunate. Looks like the Scotland's going to be broken by no peasants because they can't protect the capital. That sucks. That's not going to hurt us, is it? Who knows? So, let's see. We sent out a loan, and I feel like it was more than a year ago. We need to go to the economy option, and normally the loans page is just going to be about loans you personally have taken, but if you offer loans to other people, this is where they show up. So the Huns have paid us back. Let's see if we can offer them another one. Brittany still has us rivaled, even though they like us. We're making very little money because we've got such a big navy. So I feel like loans is the best way for us to actually get free casus belli against distant people. There you go, Munster. Oh wait, Munster. I didn't mean Munster. I wanted Hansa. It would be nice if you could have the default start off at 12 and 8, but that would make too much sense. So now when we go to the ledger, we see our loan here. So we're going to make $2 on it. Not a lot of money, but whatever. Either they honor it or we go blow them up. Hey Bremen, you want a loan? We're the financiers of the world. Hamburg, do you want a loan? Mecklenburg. It's kind of outside of our reach. Utrecht. Utrecht would take a loan. Here's 18 ducats. Don't spend it all in one place. So the thing is, I'm trying to find coastal provinces. Scotland has civil war. Okay. Peasants versus peasants. It's the Scottish noble rebels and the Scottish pretender rebels. Good luck fighting each other. It's a really close fight. That's great. There's really not very many other people that we can actually do this loan strategy with, though, because we need them to be on the edge. We'll take that mission since we're going to get money back from the loans. Norway is still in a personal union under Denmark, so we could offer them a loan, but I'd be concerned about their... We'd probably... Yeah, they have 3 heavies, and Denmark... You know what? Denmark doesn't have any heavies. We could probably beat them. But they've just got so much, you know? If Norway defaults on the loan, we get a CB versus Norway, but if we declare war on Norway, Denmark takes over, and then both Norway and Sweden and Denmark all fight against us. Which is kind of dangerous. In the meantime, we could just wait. Improve blockade tactics, another plus 20% apparently. And in my experience in the past, I think with the Norway campaign, I don't think that that stacks. I hate you and your 554. It's ridiculous. I really just want this piece to come up so we can go blockade him again. How are our loans looking? Expires May the 1st, so we're a ways away. Let's improve relations, I guess, down here again. It's a pretty big standing army of heavy ships. But we need it. It is necessary. I'm just waiting. May 1485. Did that loan come and go? Nope, that's next year. Gosh, time doesn't go by fast enough. The first one is the Hansa, March 21st. Come on, the Hansa. Let me blow up your navy. What kind of navy do you actually have, anyway? The Hansa. The Hansa have 2 whole ships. I want to come blow up your navy. Right now. Okay, growth of cities attracts serfs. That just lets our money move, or we get increased serfdom. Lose base tax in Munster and have base tax increase in Leinster. Why would we want that? I don't really want that. I don't really care. It does lower our morale, but... Just waiting on March 21st. They paid it back. Okay, since our mission is to obtain wealth, I think we'll just let this next loan come back, and then we'll send the money out again. Oh, England! We're only 1 year away from declaring war and embargoing everything you have. We've accumulated money. Yay! The rival of a threat. Make Poland like us. Poland could like us. Seems reasonable, actually. Alright, that means that both of them pay back their loans. Let's go to the Hansa again and offer them a loan. Eventually they will default. If you really want them to default, you have to offer them more money. And then they're willing, then they'll just not pay it back. Who was the other one we did? I think it was Utrecht. Oh. Apparently something changed and they needed more money. Utrecht is not in need of any loans. Was it Friesland? Well, we will offer somebody some money. And they're gonna like it. I want to offer a little bit more because I want them to actually default. The other thing that we can do, I think, is that if we insult them and make them hate us, they won't pay us back. So we can force them to default on the loan. That loan they accepted. Alright, so we are less than a year away from being able to declare war on England. The nation of Burgundy, your faithful ally, is requesting that you come to their aid in the multiple conflicts they are engaged in against Austria, Aachen, Würzburg, the Palatinate, Lorraine, Aragon, Urbino, Naples, Poland, and Provence. Awesome. Well, Austria's allied with Poland, so we'll end up at war with Poland as well. And that was our mission. I think we just drop Burgundy like it's hot. I mean, we don't really want to be their friends for long. We just needed them for that one naval battle. And we've already got France on deck to become our new ally, or Castile. If we weren't allied with Burgundy, then we could probably swing Castile. So, sorry. Military alliance dishonored. We have decided that the war declared by Burgundy is not really in our interest at this time. We have taken great delight in telling them that they are on their own. So yeah, Burgundy's going to be a bit pissy. Actually, just -9. So we're no longer allies. Let's go ahead and accept the alliance with France. And we'll go from there. Sorry, Burgundy. Don't care. Royal marriage from France. We do accept that. Too many diplomatic relations. We've got the royal marriage with Burgundy still. Which is okay, because if we get the Burgundian inheritance, then that's fine. And we got a royal marriage with Genoa. How did that happen? I do not remember doing that. That was not me. That was somebody else. Okay. How's our loan situation looking? The Hansa comes due in July. So we'll declare war on England, blockade everything that they own. Again, they still have no navy at all. Muscovy's eating some more of Novgorod. We're going to lose some of our trade power in the London node once we have our truce expire with England, because we're going to lose that bonus trade power that they're sending us, which is actually quite a bit. We are receiving 24.6, so our income will go down. We need to make the war end quickly if we actually want to make some money. But, we'll just blockade them and then try to force back a corps. One corps to Scotland, probably. That, or maybe we, you know what we should do? Let's do this. We're going to fabricate a claim on Cornwall. And then, once we have that, so we're going to have to hold off a year now that... No, we don't. That's true. We don't have to do that. I guess that's fine. We don't have to hold off. As long as we have this started before the war starts, then we can try to force them to release Cornwall as one of their vassals, as the peace deal. And then since we'll have the claim on Cornwall, we can immediately attack Cornwall when they have no allies and no army. And then we can make them into our own vassal. Which is just a tiny little addition to our country, but we'll take it. So, okay, I'm going to take a break here. I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.